Hey, it's Pokey Banks, baby. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to a place where you can learn a lot more about personal finance, entrepreneurship, and making money online. Now, I'm Pokey Banks. Today, we're going to be talking about things that I did in my teens to get ahead in life. Now, a lot of people are going to see the title of this video and think, what the hell? This isn't a race. Take your time, blah, 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 blah. Look, I'll be real to you. It is a race to me, and I do care a lot about it. And guys, there's nothing wrong with wanting to be in a better position in life. This could be financially, this could be socially, this could be physically. There's nothing wrong with doing that. If you want to be in a position in life to be able to do what you want on your terms, whenever you want, then why not? Because guys, let's be real now. Not everyone in this world gets the same opportunity. Not everyone's born on the same level playing field. Some people born on this level, some people born on this level. And to be honest, look, if you're watching my channel, I'm pretty sure you want to be at this level. So let's get it. So guys, I'm no longer a teenager anymore. I'm 20 now. My birthday was a few weeks ago. Now it's my time to be taking life seriously. I've got a lot of big things ahead of me. The ages between 20 and 30, a lot of big things happen, I can get married, I can have a baby, a lot of big things happening, and I need to be ready financially and mentally for this. So guys, in this video, I'm going to be highlighting the few things I did in my teens, so from the ages of 11 to 19, which helped me get to the level of influence I have today. One of the first things I did in my teens, and this is one of the habits that I had for, the whole of my life really, is simply to be curious and self-seeking. Now, when I say, curious and self-seeking, I was that guy in school that would always put my hands up. I would ask any question, any sort of situation. It doesn't matter if I'm in an awkward situation. Look, there's no such thing as a stupid question. I've been a very curious guy since young, and I've always wanted to know how certain things work. I've always wanted to know how people became rich. I've always wanted to know how much money people make. I've always wanted to know how to make more money with your money. Now, the meaning of you to be self-seeking essentially means that you go out of your way to find the information for yourself. Okay? Like, the stuff I learned, I'm teaching you on this channel, this is stuff I've learned myself. No one sat there in front of me telling me to do this, do that. All the stuff you learn on my channel, you will not learn in school. This is what I'm here for. I'm teaching you what school doesn't. And the reason why I like you guys is because you're self-seeking. You have gone out your way to find this content. This content doesn't just come up to you. It doesn't just come to your lap. You go out your way, Pokey Banks, you're self-seeking. And you're already one step there already. You're already one step ahead. Okay? You're self-seeking. If you want to learn something, you go out, you find a way. A lot of people used to ask me back in the day, how do you do this? How do you do that? I go on my way and research. Google and YouTube are your best friends in today's day and age. If you want to learn anything, you can learn on YouTube and Google. Be self-seeking. Go out your way and find out stuff. No one's going to be there to tell you. No one's going to be there to hold your hands the whole way. No one's going to be there to give you tips the whole way. You need to go out your way and find out what you need to learn. Look, if you really think you're going to live life thinking everyone will tell you everything that you need to know, you're very, very fooled. I can't lie to you. What you need to remember is the government and the school system tell you what you want to know, not what you need to know. They don't tell you anything about credit. They don't tell you anything about investing. They don't tell you anything about mortgages. It's up to you to go find out. If you're in school right now, don't think that this is all you need to know for life. Because trust me, once you actually finish school, you can't realize that there's so much things you haven't been trained to do. And the reason I have the knowledge I have today, again, like I said, I'm self-seeking. I go my way and do this. I'm pretty sure some of you guys already like this already, but I'm just letting you guys know. Be curious. There's nothing wrong with asking questions. There's nothing wrong with wanting to know. The ones that seek answers are the ones who will gain the right knowledge to do what they want. The next thing that I did in my teenage years to get to where I am today, I did two things with my friendship groups. Make sure I'm friends with people on the same mission as me, and make sure I'm friends with people older than me. Let me explain. Now guys, firstly, I think you guys have pretty much heard this, if you have 5 friends that are millionaires, you become a set millionaire. You are who you're around with. If you hang out with 5 footballers, you will become the set footballer. If you're a basketball player and your friends are 5 football players, you will not progress in basketball. Why? Because every time they have free time, they'll be going to the football pitch to be practicing. You won't be able to progress in basketball because your friends are so interested in football. It's the exact reason why millionaires are friends with millionaires, basketball players are friends with basketball players, athletes are friends with athletes, rappers are friends with rappers. Why? Because we all do the same thing. They have the same thing in common. They have the same mission. They have the same goal. Now, I won't lie to you. In my younger years, so from 11 to 15, my friendship group was just people I went to school with. I wouldn't say they were on the same mission as me. I was still that lone wolf in my head. Like, okay, cool. I want to be wealthy one day. One day I'll make it. I'd say from like year 11 onwards, so 16 to 19, that's when I started to actually make friends on the same mission as me. By the time I was 19, all my friends were on it. All my friends were either in property, all my friends were doing forex, all my friends wanted to be wealthy. And now making this channel has made me connect to even more people. So now my whole circle, they're on it. Everybody around me wants to be someone one day. Everyone around me wants to do something in their lives. I'm sorry, but I have no bums in my circle. I have no bums in my circle, I'll be real. And if I did have any bums in my circle, I'd motivate them to not be bums anymore. Like, everyone around me, they want to do something. So that's how it's going to be with you. If you want to be an artist one day, be friends with other artists, connect, make some ideas, collaborate. And now the second one, making friends with people older than you. Now, I did this unintentionally. I didn't know. When I grew up, I realized what I was doing was good and I kept doing it. Now, during your teenage years, it's very good to have friends older than you. During your teenage years, being older does dictate wisdom and experience. Obviously, a 25-year-old and a 28-year-old, there's no difference in experience. The 28-year-old can be dumber than a 25-year-old. That's true. But an 11-year-old and a 15-year-old, the 15-year-old is way more likely to be more experienced. Like, there's no, do you know what I mean? I don't know why, but I just had a lot of friends that are older than me. I had a lot of mentors in my life. So I had friends in the older years. So when I was in year 9, I had friends in year 11, giving me game, teaching me, oh, do this for your GCSEs, do this, do that. Don't listen to him, don't listen to that, listen to this, listen to that type of thing. And even a little bit later in life, so at 18, 19, I made friends with people that were in their late 20s and even early 30s. These people have wisdom, giving me wisdom. They put me on game. And a lot of people say, you speak very wise and stuff. That's because of them. They're the ones teaching me this stuff. And I feel like in your teenage years, it's very good to make friends with people older than you because they can teach you a lot of things. Trust me. So guys, those are 2 things you should do. Make sure your friendship circle is people that are on the same mission as you, and try your best to make friends with older people. They can give you a lot of wisdom. Trust me. The third thing, take risk and apply knowledge. Look, you guys are in your young infant years now. You can flop 5 businesses and still be rich by the time you're 30. You guys need to take risks. Like, at this point in your stage, in your teenage years, is your time to be trying out everything. Try something that works for you. Look, I wanted to be a gaming developer when I was younger. Am I a gaming developer now? Hell no. Why? Because it didn't work for me. Look guys, I'll be real, I found coding very hard. I moved on. I tried something else. I tried other businesses. I tried so many things until the one thing stuck with me. The one thing that works for me, I kept it going. You guys, you need to take what you learn from these books and these videos and then apply it to your own life. As you get older, the less risk you can take. Look, if I was 35 years old, I couldn't just start dropshipping out of the random. Why? Because I have kids to feed. I have a mortgage to pay. I have responsibilities to do. I have a pension to pay into. I can't be taking these risks at the ages of 35, 40 and above. Look, you're 15 years old. You live with your parents. They pay your rent. You don't pay any rent. You live for free, basically. So take the risk. All you do is pay for food, your transport, and play for some games, whatever. Obviously, everyone grows in different circumstances. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying not everyone pays rent, but most people at the ages of 15, your parents pay your rent for you. You're good. If there's any time to take risks, your teenage years are the best time to take your risk because if you flop a business, it's cool. Move on. If you fail a business at 35, that will have a mental toll on you. That will really hit you. You don't have time to be experimenting with these funny methods, forex or dropshipping. You don't have time to do that at those ages unless you're single and you live just by yourself and you live in a cardboard box. But if you're a parent and you have people to feed, you gotta do what works. You can't be doing these exciting methods. You can take the risk to do so. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying don't do it, but you have to take more calculated risks to do so. But again, at the end of the day, all I'm saying is take risk and prosper. Okay. The only thing that you will lose from not taking a risk is the possibility of you becoming what you really wanted to be. Okay, so now the fourth thing that I learned in my teenage years, I learned this one kind of a little bit late, probably 18, 19. It was a little bit late, but since you guys are watching, you learn a little bit earlier. Don't worry about what other people think. Let me just give you one example. If I worried about what other people think, you wouldn't be watching this video. You wouldn't be watching it. Why? Because I wouldn't start a TikTok channel. The reason I started TikTok was because I wanted to speak up personal finance. I didn't know where to talk about it on. My friend recommended TikTok, so I started on it on the 1st of January 2020. Now, I didn't tell anyone I started it. I just started it. The way people found out that I started TikTok was because I appeared on their timeline. I appeared on Instagram. I appeared on Twitter. That's how they found out, because I did so well. When I started TikTok, the first thing that came to my head was, oh, that's a kids app. It's a dancing app. Who the hell goes on TikTok? I thought the same. I thought TikTok was just for kids. But I checked it out and I actually looked into it. I'm like, oh right, there's actually different parts of TikTok. Obviously, what you see on Instagram is the kids shit, but there's actually other parts. So there's political TikTok, there's stocks TikTok, there's finance TikTok, there's funny TikTok, there's rapping TikTok, there's music TikTok, dancing TikTok. It's all it's the same as Instagram basically. If I worried about what my friends and peers thought of me going on TikTok, I probably wouldn't have started, and therefore I wouldn't be able to chase my dreams and do what I wanted to do. No, I didn't care about that. I thought, F that, let me do what I want to do. This is my dreams, these are my bills I have to pay. Why should someone else's opinion matter to me? I did what I had to do, and that's why I'm here today. I'm telling you, yeah, worrying about what other people think, that concept alone has killed so many dreams. It is responsible for a genocide of dreams. It is responsible for that. And it's a shame. But again, you just gotta do what you gotta do. If you wanna do something, do it. Who cares? Again, at the end of the day, once you blow or once you do well from what you wanted to do, no one will care. Like, when I start getting a lot of followers, that's when people thought, oh, TikTok is actually cool. Let me check this out. Hey, quick shout out to my bro, BR Tanks. He's another example. Again, same situation for him. When he jumped on TikTok, his friends probably asked him, why is he on TikTok? He posted a video of him bumping the train, so not paying for the train, and essentially, he's now turned that into 1 million views on a music video. He used the traction he gained from that to create more content, and eventually now he's a rapper now. He's now going onto the rap scene. He's now making music videos and now stepping into a new venture. One of his tunes, London Scammer, got 1 million views. This all happened because he started on TikTok and didn't care about what other people thought. He just did it. Okay, cool. So now the next thing I did in my teenage years, again, I don't expect all of you guys to do this, but register to vote at 18 and learn the political system. Learn it. Hey guys, don't get me wrong, this one is hard. There are late 20s, 30-year-olds that still don't know the political system. They know nothing about it. When it comes to elections, they're clueless. Don't get me wrong. You need to know what is going on when it comes to elections, because these wallads in parliament, they have a say in your future. Unfortunately, they get to choose how your future lies out. At the end of the day, I do believe that you have complete control over what you do in your future, but these guys have a say in your future. They can implement it, they can change it a little bit. So for example, they can raise taxes, or they can implement laws that stop you doing from what you do, essentially. So again, you need to know who to vote for, you need to know why you're voting for them. Now, the reason I know about politics is simply because I did A-level politics. When it came to pick my A-levels, I can't lie, it was a boring A-level, but then it still taught me what I needed to know. Now, if I didn't pick A-level politics, I probably wouldn't know politics as much. It would have been very, very hard. But me picking that subject, it helped me a lot. So guys, please become politically aware. Know what's going on around the world. Know what conservatism is. Know what Labour is. Know the differences. Know who you align with. Look, it doesn't matter who's in government. I'm gonna get rich regardless, okay? But still, they do have a say in what happens in your future. For example, the EU Brexit referendum. Us as a UK had a choice to either leave the EU or stay in the EU. Now, if you were not politically aware, you could have made the wrong choice, and you don't know the implications it has on the future of you and your grandson and your great-great-grandson. You don't know. Your sons, you don't know. You need to know, because these decisions actually affect you for a while. They affect you for life, really. Just don't be ignorant to what's happening around you, because how I see it, if you don't learn in your teenage years, then it'll be very hard for you to learn after, because you think, what's the point? But you might as well learn in your teenage years about the political system. So the final thing that I did in my teenage years to get to where I am today is simple. It's a realization moment. Understand that you're living in a 14-day free trial and be independent, okay? So for example, how I see life, or what I realized life was essentially from the ages of 0 to 18 years old. For others, it may be a little bit shorter depending on some circumstances, but on average, the average person, from 0 to around 18 years old, your life is like a 14-day free trial, when you sign up to these websites like Netflix or whatever, you get a 14-day free trial, and then after the 14-day free trial, you start paying. After 18 is when life just kicks in, like, okay, cool, you start paying. You go to uni, you start paying for rent, you start cooking by yourself, you start paying for stuff. Expenses come out of nowhere. And then eventually you start working, and you start paying taxes, and then, you get into debt, and then you're looking into mortgages, and the next thing you know, you're a full-on adult. Understand that life before 18 is a 14-day free trial. Make use of it. That's why this relates to the previous point. Take risks and prosper. You don't have much responsibilities at that age. So again, make use of it. Also, be independent. Get income. Around the ages of 15, 16, you just gotta stop relying on your parents for certain things. Stop relying on other people for certain things. Get money as soon as you can. Not as soon as you can, but relatively early, okay? Once you get money, you can start understanding what life is really like, how it's supposed to be lived. And when I say get money, I'm not saying start a business. It can be as simple as getting a job, just hustling, get some money, get some income, do what you want to do in life. And also, when it comes to getting money at a young age, you kind of realize that money runs the world, and you need it for a lot of things in life. So again, get income, do what you gotta do. Now guys, I understand this is a lot to take in. I pretty much explained what I did in my teenage years to get to where I am today. I'm not saying copy all of it, but take one thing and apply it to your own life. That's the best thing you can do. And even if you're not in your teenage years, even if you're older than the ages of 20, still apply it. It's not too late. So yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that. You already know. Alright, it's Pokey Banks, baby.